Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at labrunerie.com or by calling 573-449-5313. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, November the 18th. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Mel Zelenak is here, our consumer and travel expert, retired from the University of Missouri.
Correct.
Good to have you here, Mel. Today you wanted to do a little rehashing, but then you wanted to talk about booking airfares and the best days to book airfares,
yes,
right?
The rehashing is we're getting very close to the consumer resolutions.
Right.
And some of these are going to be part of my consumer resolutions. And I'm going to start that a bit earlier now because of factors that are uncontrollable to us, as you know.
Right.
So, Paul, I usually talk about this fiduciary relationship and how important it is. I do want to mention that somebody can act in two ways. One is the same agency, the exact same agency. They may call themselves something different, but they can act in two different ways. One is a fee only, which is what I recommend, and the other is fee-based. Fee-based means they charge you a fee, but they also get a commission of some kind from the company. Mm-hmm. So you have to be very careful. Make sure you're dealing with the fee only. And the best way to do that is to make sure you sign a fiduciary relationship agreement with that, quote, fee only or fee-based financial counselor or financial planner. Paul, do you understand the difference? Because
Yes.
It is very significant
Yeah.
to understand that. And again, some agencies do both. I'm not sure I feel comfortable with an agency that does both, but as long as you have the fee only in writing, that's really all you need to know. But it's important to do so, or you're going to be paying high fees. And again, my advice has been matter of fact, I have my textbook here. That's 10 years old. I just checked online, and you can get this for $70 now new.
Your textbook.
Yeah, or $3.20 used. Get it used.
Okay, all right.
Now, the reason I bring this up is a lot of the tips that we still use are I utilize in
And
that
this was the
book as
textbook
well.
you were using when you were teaching.
Yeah, this was the one I would get is the 15th edition, Consumer Economics.
And it's all still relevant.
Most of it is.
Okay.
I went back, and sure enough, I was talking about Vanguard mutual funds then as a very good value.
All right, Mel, we don't have that much time here. Let's talk about the booking dates now.
Okay, let's talk about the prime booking window. What is that?
The prime booking window is when you can book a fare at the lowest rate possible.
Yeah, and one of the websites actually did a fairly extensive study. And when is that booking time?
I would think, now I'm just pulling this off the top of my head, is it Thursday, Wednesday and Thursdays?
If you're talking about days of the week,
Yeah.
It used to be Tuesdays. And I still think there's substance to that. However, I'm talking about how many days out from your actual.
Oh, I was reading a story about that. I think your prime booking window is if you book it about a month and a half to 2 months in advance.
Actually, the one that was completed, and this was done by a website. I'm not going to give their name, but basically, I think it's fairly substantial thought. 21 days to 121 days.
That's when you're going to get the best fare.
Yes.
But also, if seats are not selling as you get closer to the departure date, the fare can go down.
Well,
but there's no guarantee in
no,
that.
and that's very, very risky. They pointed that out as well. Yes, you can get some bargains. Matter of fact, I was checking on an airfare this morning, and it went down $60. It was $184 from Miami to Columbia, and it was $184. Today it was $121.
I know. It seems like there's no rhyme or reason sometimes. You can check, and the fares will change sometimes 2 or 3 times during the day. I know when I'm planning to go someplace, I check continuously. And a lot of times you'll find one fare in the morning and it won't be the same in the afternoon.
Yeah, and there is some substance to the day of the week, and Tuesday is a good day to look. We looked at this on Tuesday, and sure enough, there was a deviation.
The other thing I think maybe some people may not realize, I know with United, and I think all of them are the same, you have a 24-hour window in there to change it without a fee. So if you book a fare, say you book a fare today, you thought that was the lowest price, then you look tomorrow morning before that 24 hours has passed, and you find the fare has gone down. Now, I did that. I was able to do that.
And you've already booked it and
I had booked
paid
it
for it?
and paid for it. But you have 24 hours to change it without a fee. So I had booked a fare. I thought that was the lowest price. The next morning I looked, and it had gone down 75 or $100. I can't remember. So I called. I said, can I do this? She said, yeah, you do it, but you do it online because otherwise there's a fee. We should talk to an agent. I canceled it. I got the complete refund and made a new booking at the lower fare.
Let me suggest, and I don't know about United, I know this is true of American, let me suggest in that situation you might consider putting a hold on it, because at least with American, and I'm sure United does the same thing, if you put a hold on it, don't pay a dime. You get a 24-hour window, and with American, it's actually very often the end of the next day. 11:59 the next day. You might want to consider that. That way, you won't have to
put the money down.
Put the money down.
Okay, we got less than a minute. One other thing you want to mention?
Loyalty does pay, but. What do you think about loyalty? We've talked about that. You're loyal to United. I'm frankly more loyal to American.
I think everybody has to make up their own mind on that. Mm-hmm. Yes, it does pay. They tend to take care of their loyal customers a little bit better, but it just all depends on what the fare is.
Are you sure about that, Paul?
I kind of think I think that's
I agree
true.
with you totally.
I think that's true. But everybody has to make up their own mind what they want. Mel, we are out of time, but if people want more information on this, a website they can go to is?
The website for airfares is ITA Software Matrix.
What is it again?
ITA Software Matrix. You'll have to Google it. That's not exactly it.
Okay.
It's very,
and then
very
we'll put up all the airfares and you choose the lowest.
Yeah, and it's a phenomenal website. That's the one I would recommend for checking out airfares.
Thank you. Mel Zelenak, our consumer expert in travel tips. Always a pleasure having you here. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too.
All right. Tomorrow, Heart of Missouri United Way. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, drop me an email. pepperp@missouri.edu, and have yourself a nice morning, afternoon. Bye-bye.